Hello, everybody, and welcome to another vlog with me, Catherine. And joining me today is the very fabulous Jennifer from Meditation Courses. I'm really super excited for you to hear from her. She's amazing. She's an absolute powerhouse. And the more that I'm not going to give away too much because I'm going to let her tell you, and I've been lucky enough to hear all of this already, but just looking down at my notes here, so she's created meditation courses. She's a meditation coach, Reiki practitioner, wife, mama to lots of children. Got that in common. And just all round powerhouse. So thank you
Oh,
so
bless
much
you.
for joining me. um tell us a little bit about yourself and how meditation courses came to be.
Okay, so I started my meditation journey a couple of years ago when I was going through some really hard times and I was really struggling. And I was listening to a self-help book, and what I took from that was kept saying, meditate, meditate. And I'd never really done it before. And I'm 40 now, and I hadn't done it. So I sat down by the side of my bed just with my breath. And I had such a profound experience that it completely changed my life from that day forward. I felt like I knew what it was like to truly love myself for the first ever time. And I just carried on meditating every single day. And I then went into training to help others because it has been so life changing for me that I just want to be able to share that with everyone else. So I did my training with the British School of Meditation, and I passed that teaching diploma with a distinction. Set up meditationcourses.co.uk, and I've just put on beginners courses, foundation courses, and experience courses to help people start their meditation journey and just let them know how easy it is to do it, because meditation is just being aware of your breath. So that is me in a nutshell, really.
That's amazing. So that's what I was going to ask you next. What is meditation for anyone that doesn't know about it and doesn't has never done it, and why is it so great for us?
So I would say that meditation is being aware of your breath, and being in the present moment with it. And one of the best things that I would always encourage people is to do it on a regular basis. So it has to be done every day for you to get the benefits from it. So it's all about becoming aware of your breath, being in the present moment, and making sure that when you're doing it, you're not going to be disturbed. And that is what meditation is, really. And it's really it's I would say it's personal to everybody. So everyone will have a different journey. And some people think that maybe meditation is a bit not for them. So what I try to say is just try and start with 5 minutes, 5 minutes every day, and see how you get on. And don't pressure yourself.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah, absolutely. I know people it kind of gets mixed a little bit up with the woo side of things, and it
Yeah.
absolutely isn't, is it?
I know there's so much scientific research out there that tells you the benefits of it, which is why I'm on Instagram putting all the benefits on every day, because there is so much out there that I didn't know about, which is why I've taken it upon myself to do all the research and put it out there for others to find out the benefits. And there is a spiritual side to meditation, and I have been thrown in at the deep end with that. So if anyone ever needed any help, they could always come to me, because I've been, I know pretty much quite a lot. And don't be afraid. Everyone can come to me if they need to. But the health benefits are so amazing. They range from anything from PTSD to anxiety, stress, irritable bowel syndrome, you name it. It will reduce those symptoms of it. It's not a cure, but you will feel significantly better if you do it on a regular basis.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you said about your social media, because it is really, I love your Instagram page. It is so simple
Oh,
and so
thank you.
quick. And it is, and you just you highlight all those benefits, and somebody was just going to go to it and go, oh, that's me, that's me, that's me.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's really fantastic. You
Yeah.
touched on the spiritual side of things.
Mm.
So did you not have any kind of spiritual kind of understanding and feelings around it. And have you since developed and discovered that?
Yes, so I had no idea about the spiritual side of it. In fact, I didn't really know what meditation was at all before I started. And yeah, what I would describe it as, the veil has been lifted, and I can, do some amazing things. And I've been shown some amazing things that I can do. Now, that's not going to happen for everyone, I don't believe, because I've spoken to people that have been meditating for 20, 30, even 50 years, and they haven't had those experiences, because there are, that I think I've been sort of thrown in at the deep end, whereas most people, when you're starting your meditation journey, you just work your way gently up, and it just makes you feel better overall. But yeah, there is a spiritual element to it, and I would be more than happy to help anybody that ever experiences anything to do with that side of it.
That's amazing. You're clearly open to it as well,
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
is fantastic. That's so good. Um, you have touched on already how often and how long is suggested to practice. What are
Yeah,
the best
so
things?
in my courses, I teach 4-week courses, and the way it works is, if you're a beginner, I start you off with 5 minutes every single day. Now, for a beginner, that might seem, most people think that they don't have enough time. One of the things I'd like to say is that, with meditation, it is scientifically proven that when you're stressed, you produce a hormone called cortisol, which has some really bad effects on your body. And usually back in the day, what you would do is you would fight off that, or you'd run away from it. So you'd run that sort of hormone off. And when you meditate, you produce oxytocin, which has the direct opposite effect. So when you meditate, when you're producing this amazing hormone that lowers that cortisol levels. So the reason why I say to start off with 5 minutes is because you're boosting those oxytocin levels every 5 minutes, which is helping you lower the levels of cortisol. So for beginners, I say start off with 5 minutes. Don't pressure yourself. If you miss a day, just remember to go back the next day, and just know that you're trying to get to 5 minutes every single day. And in the second week of my course, we then up the ante to sort of 10, 15 minutes. And by the third week, it's 20 minutes. And hopefully, what you're aiming for is to meditate on a regular basis every day for a minimum of 20 minutes.
Oh, that sounds heavenly to me. Absolutely heavenly. I totally subscribe to meditation, but I am a little bit sporadic. And do you know what I am totally guilty of is that when things are going well and I feel calm and relaxed and everything's going swimmingly, I don't do it.
Mm.
And then I only think about doing it when I'm kind of really, really stressed, which is probably the hardest time to be able to then sit down and do it. Whereas if I'd practiced it when everything was nice and calm,
You
I
wouldn't
probably
get to
wouldn't have
that.
got to that point in the first
Exactly.
place.
You know it already. You're telling yourself the right thing. That's exactly the case. If you carry on doing it and do it on a regular basis, because this is the key, coming in and out of meditation, you're going to get small little doses of the benefit. But as I say, when you meditate, you're injecting yourself with this amazing hormone of oxytocin, which is, when you're breastfeeding your children, that's what you're producing. It's the warm, fuzzy, loving hormone. And the cortisol hormone that you produce is the one that keeps you stressed. And having a small dose of that is fine. But these days, when the amount of pressure that we're under, we've got so much of it in our bodies that we really need to be taking care of ourselves from the inside out. So meditating on a regular basis is a no-brainer for me, and should be for everyone, which is why I do what I do.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Everybody needs to be doing it. It's just unbelievable. Fantastic. I often get lots of my kind of best downloads of ideas and stuff when I'm sat quiet, because there's just that opportunity for your subconscious to start to have a chat with you, isn't it?
Yeah, and also I get a lot of people that come to me and they say that they don't have enough time, because obviously we're all busy. But what I say is, you need to make that time for yourself, because you're the most important person in your world. And if you're okay, then everything else around you becomes okay. Because when I was going through some hard times, I was drinking quite heavily, and I've not touched alcohol since I've been meditating. So that's nearly 2 years now. And so I always recommend people starting their meditation journey and really doing it on a regular basis, because you will notice a significant difference within 7 days.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Mm,
Absolutely. And I don't know about you, but when you like, so with the meditation and in relation to the alcohol,
mm.
did you find that it was a struggle to give it up, or was it much easier?
It was so much easier. It's a natural progression. So meditation is also proven to help with addiction. So no matter what you're addicted to, it could be food, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, whatever it is. When you go down the path of meditation, it naturally tails off. It could be smoking. I've had people that have come on my courses and they've been smokers, they've been drinkers, and by the end of the 4-week courses, they're not doing it anymore. But it's because you're working you're working on the inside out. And for me, I remember, it's to truly love yourself. When you go down this path of meditation, I just naturally didn't want it anymore. It was just that it's just one of those things that I didn't need. And I mean, now I'm a vegan. I was a vegetarian, but now I'm vegan, and it's a natural, easy process. And I tell the people that do my courses or want to get into meditation, don't be hard on yourself. If you're addicted to something, or if you're doing something that you don't like, don't pressure yourself to stop. Start meditating and see how it goes, because I'm telling you, even when you're gentle with yourself, it will naturally tail off in the end.
Yeah, because you just don't need those external things anymore, because you've got it
Absolutely.
all inside you.
Yeah, and it's so
Oh,
exciting. It's such an amazing, exciting journey to be able to help people. And I've been doing these courses now, and I've had quite a few people go through and leave me such amazing Google reviews. They're so heartwarming and so touching that it just makes me more happy to do the job that I'm doing.
yeah, yeah. And the fact that you've come to it a little bit later on in life, like probably many of the people that follow me are at that stage as
Mm,
well, and
mm,
that you've completely embraced it, brought it into your life, and you're still doing it. You're with, and I
mhm.
mean, I know that your background, it's still super, super crazy and busy with
I
four
know.
businesses.
Yeah, I work full time. I've got 4 daughters. I run another business, a full time job business, and but meditation allows me to have that quality time that I need to get everything done. My ironing is done, the house is immaculate, and it's really nice to see where I was back then, going through those hard times, to where I am now. I owe my life to meditation, and my children are better. My teenagers are singing and dancing around the house. It's so beautiful to see, and we're all sitting together as a family and everyone's happy, and it's because I've worked on myself through meditation that they are seeing those effects. And it's just such an amazing thing to actually see and watch happen, and to see other people do it as well is just another amazing thing.
Yeah.
One of the things I'll quickly say to you as well is, you asked me about the spiritual side of things. I had a group of 10 people just complete the course. And in the second week of my meditation course, I teach the breathing technique that I did when I sat down for the first time and everything opened up for me. 6 out of the 10 people, it happened. They had a spiritual experience, which I couldn't believe, from doing my breathing technique. So I was amazed. And it was, it's just such a rewarding feeling that it's really changing people's lives.
Yeah. Oh, you are doing such a great job. I just
Well, thank
love it,
you.
love it, love it. So for regular listeners of, or regular viewers of this vlog, they'll know that when I invite somebody to come on here, what I like to do is steal a little bit of their expertise so that I can put it into my Vitality Rooms, which is my private membership group.
Yeah.
So can you tell everybody what I've stolen off of you?
Of course I can. So I'm going to be sending you PDFs on some tips of how to meditate, self-care routine. And also I've been in the recording studio doing my recordings for meditation. So I'm going to send you a guided meditation on audio that I did in the studio. So hopefully your members will enjoy it.
Oh, they absolutely will. I love it, and it runs alongside so well everything that
Mm,
I say about exercise and looking after yourself,
yeah,
making time for it before you get stressed or before you get sick. Um,
absolutely.
and there's that old saying, isn't it, about when people say that they haven't got time. If you don't have time for exercise or meditation, then you're going to have to make time for sickness. Um,
Exactly. Yeah. And when you meditate, you actually start looking after yourself better. You know, as you say, you'll start doing exercises, however small they are. You
yeah,
know, it's just a natural progression,
yeah.
honestly. And if people just take that time to do it every single day, they will notice a significant difference.
Yeah, and the beautiful ripple effect, like you've said, it
Yeah.
your family,
Yeah.
and it just continues out.
Oh, it's so, and people around you will notice a difference. You know, they'll notice. They'll say, "Oh, what are you doing? Oh, look, you look better," because you know you feel better. You're acting better. You know, it's just such an amazing feeling, and then everyone around you feels so much better as well. So it's such a brilliant tool to be able to use, and anyone can do it. It's just breathing.
So simple. It's so
Breathing.
so. I'm saying it's so simple. Have you got any tips or tricks that you could share with the
I have lots of tips. Obviously, I teach it. So one of the tips that I'll give to you is if you have any problems when you're trying to turn off that inner chatter in the mind, and that's one of the main sort of problems that I come across, is to say a word, repeat a word in your mind when you're doing your breathing. So you go down, you wear nice comfortable clothing wherever you go to meditate. Make sure it's somewhere where that you're not going to be disturbed, you're in comfortable clothing. And if you've got family, just say to your partner or your children or whatever, whoever it is, I'm just going to go and meditate for 5 minutes. Set your alarm. That's another tip to do, so that you know you've done it for the full 5 minutes. And then what I would say is repeat a word. So you can choose a word like calm or peace or love or even breathing. And you could just repeat that word. So when you breathe in, say breathing. When you breathe out, say breathing in your mind. So breathing, breathing, breathing. And you continually say it over and over and over and over again. And what that helps to do is that stop any other thoughts from coming in to your mind. And then eventually that word will tail off and you'll be left with your breath.
Yeah, oh, I love that. I can feel that, especially with
Mm.
with the word breathing or calm. I quite
Mm,
like
yeah,
that.
calm is a really good one. It's quite a small word. So when you're in a deeper state of meditation and your breathing is a bit more shallower, it's an easier word to use.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I used to do a meditation class with my mum,
Mm,
and we used to she got us to again like to concentrate on something other than what was going on in here. And
yeah.
so we used to count, and eventually, after probably months, I think we both confessed that we were both kind of competing with each other, how little we'd breathed all the way through. We were trying to get as little breaths as possible over this like 5 minutes time. So we'd breathe in and breathe out, and that would be one.
Yeah.
We're trying to
Yeah.
do such big, such lovely, slow breaths, which would
Yeah.
naturally happened anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, she'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh
That is,
yeah, I
and
just
that's a really good tip.
thought."
Yeah, that's a brilliant tip for people. Another little tip that I could give to people is that if you're doing in the evening, just when you're laying down in bed, if you struggle with insomnia or sleeping problems, when you're lying in bed, and you're breathing, going off to sleep, just put your mind in your feet. And what you're going to do is you're going to do a body scan, but you're going to do it really slowly. And so you're going to feel any sensations that you're feeling in your feet, and just put your mind into your feet as you're breathing in, breathe down to the feet, breathe up, back through the body, and do that, and move your awareness all the way up to your knees, and then your lower legs and your knees and your thighs. And eventually you probably won't even get to your pelvis because you'll be asleep, but it's a really good way to try and calm your mind and your body to start to have a really good night's sleep.
Oh, I like the putting your mind in your feet.
Mm,
I've there is a meditation in Vitality Rooms at the moment that I've recorded, and it's something that I used to do with the children, just naturally. I didn't know it was a kind of meditation, and we used to call it warm light. And we
yeah,
imagine that the warm light was wherever in our body, and we used to
yeah,
move it, and everywhere it touched was all nice and warm and relaxed.
amazing.
They
Yeah,
used to go,
that's
"Can we do warm
fantastic.
light?"
Brilliant. And that's amazing meditation. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Oh, isn't it?
Brilliant one.
And it's funny that
Yeah,
it just was natural that I
yeah,
did
you're a
that.
natural
Found
at it.
out later. Naturally put people to sleep.
Fabulous. What a great job.
Oh, that's so fantastic. I cannot wait to actually meditate to your guided meditation, which is really fantastic. Where can everybody find you, follow you? Sounds good.
Yeah. So I have so I have a social media which is meditationcourses.co.uk on Instagram. And then I have also my website, which is meditationcourses.co.uk, and you can find me there. I will be I'm also on Facebook, so if anybody wants to search me up, it's Jennifer Clark, it's fine. And hopefully in the future I'm going to be putting on retreats. So they'll watch this space. I'm hoping to put on a nice day retreat of meditation and afternoon tea in a lovely hotel. So I'll be putting all the details up. I'm going to go and see the venue in May, fingers crossed. And yeah, so yeah, that's me. You can find
That's
me.
fantastic. I will put all of the links of how to find you
Yeah,
along with
you
this
too.
as well. Just thinking about a retreat makes me feel relaxed. Oh, won't
I
that be
know.
nice?
I'm so excited about the retreats. I can't wait.
That's so fantastic. Oh, lovely. Well, thank you so much. Well, that has been absolute gold, and I have no doubt that that will help lots and lots of people that are just listening right now. But if you need any more help, go and find Jennifer, and she is the lady to go to.
Thank you so much for having me, Catherine. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I hope this vlog finds you happy, healthy, and well wherever you are. We're still in a little bit of lockdown at the moment, right now, but we'll be free fairly soon. So big love, everybody.
Take
Bye
care.
bye.